We're back live in Beaver Creek. Joining me right now, Dan Fitchett with Sotheby's International Realty. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. What do you think of our backdrop this morning?
I think I'm going to stand here all day.
You're used to this because your office is just downstream, I don't know, 30 or 40 yards. It's got to be nice to be up here at Beaver Creek.
It is. It's a great place to work.
Now,
some people have to do it.
I know. Well, good place to come up, park, hang out, lounge about. I want to dive into Sotheby's. I'm familiar with the history of it a bit. I know it started off as an auction house. What is the origin of it?
Well, it started out in 1744 as an auction house to serve some clients that had unique art objects and antiques that they wanted to sell. And so that was formed. And then many years later, in 1976, they formed a real estate company to serve the same coveted and unique clients.
Many people are familiar with the Sotheby's name.
That's correct. And the reason for it is we have 90 auction houses in 40 countries throughout the world. And then we have 850 real estate offices with 18,500 sales brokers located throughout the country.
Now tell us about the transition and how they got into real estate.
Well, our clients expressed a desire to look at real estate because they're the ones that are connoisseurs of fine properties and things like that, and they just felt it was a natural sequence for the company to go into the real estate business.
I love looking at the listings of your properties. You see them, pick up the Vail Daily or something like that, and I see them there, and some of your advertisements. They're the finest, right? And a lot of them are hidden gems that people might not, they're familiar with certain parts of Beaver Creek, but there's these other little micro gems that have these very unique properties, and oftentimes these are the ones that you showcase.
That's correct. We showcase all properties, but we really specialize in the luxury brand.
And what are some of the ones now? Like, what are some of the top areas that your clients are searching for?
Vail, Beaver Creek, Bachelor Gulch, Arrowhead, and then some of the outside surrounding areas in the larger properties. Cordillera is another one that we spend a lot of time in.
The other nice thing about your program is how it's a network. You all work together as one.
We all work together. We have the same business card. We have the same office identification wherever you go in the world. So there is a real brand familiarity.
What does that mean for a customer? I mean, let's say that they're working with someone in Europe and then they come here and they meet you. How does that transition work?
It means that they expect the same service, the same identity, the same materials, and it's an easy transition for them. It really is brand recognition and brand heritage.
How often do you find that occurs? I'd imagine that you share the same database. If they're searching in one area, they can find you here?
We do, and we probably see people from all over the United States at least once a week coming through here. Mm-hmm. And then the international buyers we see, I'd say 2 or 3 a month, and we also get inquiries. And as a matter of fact, the most inquiries on our website are from overseas.
Okay. Popular place to be. Number one ski resort, in my opinion, between Vail and Beaver Creek. It's so good to be here. Let's now talk a little bit more about some properties, like, certain properties. What are some of your favorites right now? What are the I know it's a tough question, but what are the ones that you really love showing right now?
Well, we have some unique properties starting in the $20 million category all the way down into the million category, and I think most of the unique ones really are in Vail, Bachelor Gulch, and Beaver Creek.
And when you come up to Beaver Creek, many familiar with the village, but you have to also remember Strawberry Park, the golf course. There's great properties that kind of surround here, also down into Avon, Edwards. Locally, there's a lot of different spots.
Yes, there is, and we work in all those areas.
Now, your location, again, right downstream. If we dropped a little foamy boater in there, he'd float over there in about 15 seconds. What are your hours up here? And also more about the website, because this is a great resource. I've been online. I've seen kind of the virtual reality tours that you have of these. You can almost visit the properties without actually visiting the property.
Well, first of all, our office is on Beaver Creek, right across from the covered bridge. And we have 4 locations in Vail. We have 2 in Vail, 1 in Beaver Creek, and 1 in Edwards. And in terms of the website, you can go to SIR.com, Sotheby's International Realty.com, or LiveSotheby'sRealEstate.com.
I want to have you help me with the weather now, just a little bit. You said it before we came in. It's happening, isn't it?
The weather's getting a little crisp when we're standing out here. I noticed a few green or yellow leaves.
I noticed. Well, it's funny. You looked over and identified. Is this your patch of grass that you identify with?
That's correct. I stand here often.
Everybody has their one spot that they look at and they're like, those leaves are changing. Winter's coming. Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Dan, once again, with Sotheby's International Realty. We're up here live in Beaver Creek. We're going to send it back to the studios once again with Ashley. She's got your weather coming up next.